My name is Sarah. I'm a graphic designer and I wanted to give one of these videos a shot. Shout out to Kel Lauren. Really enjoyed her video doing the coffee brands. It was actually what inspired me to do this. So I'm going to give it a shot myself. So I wasn't really sure what I wanted to design specifically before I started this. So I thought, let's go to the grocery store and see what types of brands and packaging really stand out to me, that inspire me to try something different, or that I think have really good elements that could be used more effectively. So I went to the grocery store, and the thing that really stood out to me was cereal boxes. I thought there was a lot of them that were either outdated or were just not really in a style that I think's super effective. A lot of them are very commercial. I know they're directed at children, but at the end of the day, I think you could do something a lot more fun with them. I know when you go to most grocery stores and head into like the granola section, they have a lot more contemporary and fun designs. So I thought, let's bring a little bit of that into the cereal section. I'm in the States right now. I'm Australian, but I'm in the States, so I'm not used to most of the brands that you have here. And if you have some of the same brands as us, you have different packaging for them. So everything's really new to me. I'm not as comfortable with them as you guys are. There's a lot of them that have probably looked the same way for a really long time. So I'm sorry if I offend anyone with these, because you're probably very used to the way that your like Cheerios and Fruit Loops look. But I really wanted to try out just something different, bring a fresh light to them. So yeah, this is what I got started with. As I was walking through the aisles, I had a lot of them stand out to me. A lot of them stood out because I thought they were effective, and a lot of them stood out because I thought they were really bad, or they just had really cool elements, but they weren't being utilized in a way that they could be. Shout out to two brands that I thought were doing a pretty cool job. So Wheaties, which we don't have in Australia, or at least I've never noticed them in Australia. I thought their packaging was really cool. It was really bold, really fresh, and it stood out like a sore thumb in the middle of the store. And I don't think in a poor way. I think it stood out really effectively. So good job, Wheaties. Another one that I thought was really well done. I don't know if this is just what the US design looks like and Australia has a different one, or if it's a new design that's rolled out since I got here and I haven't seen it. But the Kellogg's Special K packaging was really fresh and clean. You can tell that they've updated that one and it looks really good. So those are two that I really liked. I was then looking through the aisles and trying to find ones that had really cool elements or had like a really nice name that I thought I could use in a different way. The first one that really stood out to me was Fruit Loops. So that's what I'm going to get started with. So I'm starting with the Fruit Loops design. The reason I chose this is because I really like the two or the four O's made out of Fruit Loops, and all of the different colors in there. I think it's really fun. Also, I don't know his name, but I'm assuming this toucan has a name. He's really fun. There's a lot of cool graphic elements that can be taken out of his face to incorporate into the design. I don't want to change the Kellogg's logo because I think that works just fine. So let's jump right in to fonts. Fonts that I thought could work. I want something with a really rounded circular O because obviously we've got that circular O cereal shape that I want to emulate. I thought this one was really cool, super groovy, retro, which is kind of the feel that I'm going for this one. But you know, options. I'll start with this one just because it's the most fun. So the idea that I have for this one is I wanted it to be a really, really simple font, quite fun and light-hearted. And then I want to go in and expand it. I'm going to ungroup those. And I want to play around with the O's so that they're not like where they should be, if that makes sense. Like I want them to be out of line. Okay, so a bit of a kerning issue here. We can pull that out. I feel like we need to pull these two in. You can go out there. That was a lot simpler than I thought it would be. Awesome. So I think that works nicely. It would be really cool to like put it in an outline, but I'm gonna leave it for now. It's so cute. For the colors, we obviously have a lot of different colors to work with. I feel like I want it to be kind of retro. So I actually had a quick peep online and I found this. I thought the colors were really similar. We've got those dark blues from the toucan. We've got a little puff of red, a little puff of yellow, and this lovely blue color. So I'm going to steal a couple of colors from there because I think that palette works really well. I want the background to be this nice cream, which is kind of similar to his chest. Got that continuation. It's really nice. That's kind of blue. Okay, we're going to play with it. Okay, that's better. Cool. So it's kind of like a vintage retro cream color. For now, let's just play with some colors. So I'm going to put some boxes here. Got that bright blue. Got a nice navy color here. Nice bright pink. Nice 70s yellow. We've got neon, kind of teal color, and a darker version of that. I'm missing my pink. Okay. Cool. So I think that works. I'm also going to put a little white there because I think it will offset the cream really nicely. Now, looking at these colors, I'm going to go back to here. Obviously, the colors in our Fruit Loops include a purple and a green, which I don't have. But I now want to go in and just look at how I can change these a bit so they're a bit closer to the original colors. I feel like this yellow looks really dark. I'm going to update that. I could go for one of the colors around here. Well, actually that works. I want to make it a little bit brighter. Pull these down here. Okay, cool. I'm happy with these two. I think they're really fun and they go really well together. And then the pink works with the color palette. I don't think that throwing the like Fruit Loops pink in there is really going to work. So I'm going to go back to where I was. Cool. They look really cute together. What about if they were all like that? Super cute. I almost want to make this navy blue like a really deep brown, but I think I'm going a bit too hard with the retro vibes. So for now, let's just leave that there. I'm going to map this out and see how it looks just as the logo by itself. So this is what I ended up with. I thought it was super cute. Colors all work really well together. I'm happy with how everything looks. It works on a light background, it works on a dark background, and yeah, everything's just nice and interchangeable. I think it's quite strong on itself. It's playful, so it will hopefully like attract to that younger audience. It reminds us of the old logo with the different colors for the O's, so it's kind of like playing homage to that, which is really nice. I can see this being really cool on like social media and being able to like play around with the O's, whereas the existing logo at the moment has those real life, realistic looking cereal pieces. These simple vector shapes will be a lot more fun to mess around with online. I just wanted to quickly check that this works in a like tall mock-up rather than a long horizontal one. Sorry for the pause there, my brain is not used to talking while I'm working. So let's just look at how we can get these to sit together without looking, without looking too strange. I'm doing it again. So we could also always just go straight down the middle. I think the O's look a little bit messy here. I like the idea of having the O's on top of themselves, but in person, nope, I don't think that works. Yeah, let's line those fellas up. I think that's about as good as it would get. I don't recommend using this. I don't think it's really strong. I think if we're going to go for a vertical mock-up, we should probably just go for a brand mark. So let's see what we can do brand mark wise. Nope, don't like it. Maybe they need to be closer together. I don't know. It's reminding me of the Windows logo. Maybe we just have these two by themselves. Maybe three. Look, it works, but I'm not feeling it. I'm just going to leave it there for now and see where this takes us. So the next thing I wanted to do was look at the packaging itself. I'm going to keep that nice cream color underneath so it has that lovely retro feel instead of a stark white. And then I need to go into put this toucan on there. So obviously I'm not going to use the existing one. I don't think that's the way to go. Now make this nice and big. Just had a little idea. So this is giving me like 70s vibes. And when I think 70s, I think stripes. I don't know why. This might ruin it, but I thought about doing the like white outline around it like the existing one has, or like the Kellogg's logo has. I don't want to do that, so I think this could be fun. Vibes. So this is the white outline I'm talking about. I don't want to do that. Cool, so that's fun. I'm going to grab the Kellogg's logo as is and chuck that on there because I'm not updating the Kellogg's logo. There we go. So I specifically didn't put red in here because I really don't like the red on the existing packaging. I know it's like a big thing for hunger. Hunger is color red is associated with hunger, so a lot of big food brands use red in their logo, like McDonald's and Burger King, or Hungry Jack's as we call it in Australia. I can't think of any others right now. Wendy's. But yeah, red is like super popular for things like that. I knew that it would come through in the top there, so I'm going to leave that up top. I want to make my Fruit Loops a bit bigger. So I haven't really thought out the rest. All of my sketches of toucans looked really silly. I think I'm just not very good at drawing toucan. I don't want this big 3D look. I want it to be two-dimensional. So let's see what we can do. Cool. That looks a bit better. This fella looks terrible. This is where his eye goes. Alright, so I want to make this a hell of a lot shorter. And I'm going to go bigger because I want it to cover that whole space. Just not sure how yet. Alright, so should be like a charcoal grey so we're not too dark. I should use this. That's murder. And then we have some shapes. So start about here. Get this nice red curve in here. That's going to be our first shape. Alright, so that is our pink. I'm going to use existing pink that's there. And then we have yellow behind. I know I'm going way outside the boxes here, but it should all make sense in a while. Make sure they're all selected, and then we're going to use the shape builder tool. I just want to take all these feathers off the top. We're getting there, a little bit fiddly, but we're getting there. Alright, that looks like a toucan. I feel like this yellow section is way too big. I want to put some shapes in the front here. I took dog for a walk, got out of the house. I am now going to go back in and see if I can explore a few more ideas. Okay, the first of which, I know I said that I didn't want it earlier, but I really want to try this with the white border around it. Just to see how it looks. So, what do we think? Yep, that's a good size. I don't hate that. I think it helps. First thing I wanted to do was get these feathers down here. Okay, so I really want the focus of this to be the toucan beak. So I want it nice and large. So I'm going to leave it like this. And now we're going to get rid of these two. I'm going to pull this down here. So I really want to exaggerate this out and see how big we can get it. That'll be good. So now I'm going to bring this in here. Get it a little smaller. I'm going to bring my Fruit Loops up nice and big. Cool. So how about these O's here, these Fruit Loop cereal pieces are cereal pieces splashing out of the cereal bowl. So see here how we've got our bowl of cereal and then the pieces are flying up. So it's almost like they're trying to do that here, but there isn't quite that continuation. So I'm going to make it super, super simple in this like same illustrative style so that it hopefully looks like we've got cereal pieces flying around. How about we make these a little bit more pronounced? Alright, so we've got a little bit of splashing milk, we've got our cereal. It kind of looks like the Fruit Loops are like racing up to get them. Okay. Okay, so I don't think it's outstanding, but it's a very different approach. I kind of feel like this would be really fun if it had like a retro filter over it, or if it was like printed on really old school letterpress so that it had that like screen printy imperfection going across it. Because this is only going to be digital for this video, I'm not going to properly screen print it and see what it looks like. Let's see if we can find like a retro filter to go over the top. I added like a little grit screen print style texture on top of it. I'm going to chuck it on a mock-up now and see what it looks like. So I finished this one off. It's looking super cute. I'm very happy with the result. I decided to make it a 60th anniversary kind of special edition box. The 60th anniversary will be in 2023, so it's still a few years away, but I just thought it was fun and it kind of fits in with that whole retro vibe. I finished off the rest of Toucan Sam because he folds over onto the side of the box, which you could see on my mock-up. But now you can see I've got the logo on a dark background, the logo on a light background, cute little icon. I've got a vertical mock-up. It's not really vertical, it's just more vertical than the main logo. And yeah, then we've got Toucan Sam, which you can see in our packaging mock-up here, which turned out super cute. I added in sweetened whole grain cereal there, and then we also have this cute little badge on the side which says Special Edition 60th Anniversary Box. So that's all I've got for today. I hope you like my final design. I think it turned out pretty fun. Sorry if I butchered Fruit Loops for you, but if you have any feedback, feel free to put it in the comments. If you like what I did today, hit the like button and subscribe so that you can see any future videos that I have coming out. And if you have recommendations for what you'd like me to brand or rebrand next, let me know in the comments below.